Well, after that little ordeal, I believe it may be time for us to return to the Enclave. Return, my lord, but what of Namai? He seems so eager to observe the villagers going about their daily lives. To be frank, I still am, but I rather doubt the good people of Namai would take kindly to the sight of a man in imperial uniform with blood still dripping from his blade. Even in your company, my presence would only prove a distraction. Fret not, however. Thanks to the three of you, I have seen a great deal more than I otherwise would. And with any luck, Lord Hien will have finished considering my proposal by the time we return. Thank you again for agreeing to join me. If not for your aid, the Kojin may have well overwhelmed us. Pray go on ahead. Lord Hien is expecting you. I will remain without and keep watch over our guest. Oh, we had best not keep him waiting. Welcome back, my friend. Yugiri tells me you have accompanied her and Asahi on a tour of Yangsha. I had hoped that you might take the opportunity to recover from your exertions at Sakazuki. But I gather your time was well spent. Until the ambassador affords Yugiri a chance to make a full report, however, I must rely on you to supply the details. So please, tell us how it all unfolded. Well, I don't trust him one bit. But he looks like he's trying to do good. The Red Kojin, here. Had there been any other such incidents since the liberation? Only one that I am aware of. If they are planning some new venture here in Yangsha, we will need to increase patrols. In any event, I am indebted to you for fighting them off. But tell me, and don't be modest, was Asahi truly the first to leap to the youngster's aid? He was. I was quick to doubt him when he first met, but his desire to save them seemed quite genuine. It's possible he truly believes what he's saying. In the time I've known you, you've always been an excellent judge of character. What do you make of the ambassador? I still don't think he can be trusted. Look, I'm all for giving people the benefit of doubt, but... then the question of what his true intention maybe remains. Regardless of his aim, I am resigned to playing his game. For now, at least. Well, forswearing summoning should be simple enough, considering you never dabbled in it in the first place. Unless if it's a trap to let us... Unless if it's a trap to get some domans to summon something. So they can hold us responsible for something else. Problems to answer in the future. Which just leaves a somewhat thornier question of how to please the Red Kojin. It was with that very question in mind I sought Alphinode's counsel. Thanks to his knowledge of the icons and the rituals used to invoke them, I believe we'd identified a workable solution. As you recall, Susanoo was summoned forth using the power of the relics locked away in the Kojin treasure vault in the Isle of Zeki. Though said relics remain there to this day, it is all but certain that the act of summoning exhausted their stores of aether, making subsequent summonings impossible. Assuming that is the case, preventing a primal's return rests on denying the Red Kojin the means to amass new stores of ether, either via the acquisition of crystals or the relics they are wont to collect. For this I plan to enlist the aid of our friends the Blue Kojin. Since Doma's liberation, we have forged closer bonds with Bunchin and his people, and with their support I am quite confident we can keep the Red from attaining what they require to call upon this Susanoo. And what of the prisoners? They will be exchanged as agreed, and I will give full credit to Asahi for the success of the transaction. If there is aught we can do to help the populares garner favor, I mean to see it done. But first, I have unfinished business to attend to. Would you all come with me? Yes, of course, but what matter of business? It's probably Yotsuyo. Past mistake which I would see put right, one which has weighed heavy on my mind.
I had her brought here in secret while the three of you kept our guest company. The world has not been kind to you, it is true. But that does not excuse your sins. You should be at the bottom of the river. Yet here you are. The living, breathing proof of my failure. A failure for which I would now make amends.
What did I do? I don't remember. Was it really so terrible? Tell me, please. What did I do?
You speak of sins, my lord. But at whose feet do those sins lie? With the soldiers who committed the crimes, or those who commanded them to do so? With both, I would say. For all have a conscience, and all must choose. But with no memory of who she is, or what she has done, what sin remains to be cleansed?
You ask that I show mercy.
I ask why the heavens saw fit to deny me my rest. Why Yotsuyu was spared not only death, but the bitter memories of her life.
You truly think it the will of the Kami? If so, her life is not mine to take. It is yours to safeguard. Come the hour of the exchange, if her memories have not returned, she may remain here in Doma to live out her days as Tsuyu. But if they do, the Garleans shall have their viceroy. Though the people will protest, they will come to accept my decision when they have been reunited with their loved ones.
Thank you, my lord.
Now then, I believe we have kept our guest waiting long enough. Did Gosetsu not seem strange to you?
Strange how?
His sympathy for Yotsuyu part, I mean.
Apart from that, no.
I know his powers of endurance only too well.
Peeking over, I'm not quite that far on my side. But I don't think it's strange even for him to have sympathy for Yotsuyu.
Yeah.
He's super honorable.
Yeah. Do you mind if I give spoilers about the conversation I'm having?
I'd prefer not to. Besides, I'm gonna find out in a couple minutes anyway.
All right.
I'm at the point where he's got a sword to her while she was eating dongle.
If he lacked the strength to raise his blade. Though I suppose if he and Yotsuyu are to enjoy a life of peace and quiet, he will have little use for it. It falls to us to shape that future, one in which he need never again set foot on the battlefield.
With Yotsuyo safely in Gotetsu's care, all that remains is to answer Asahi's proposal. I realize other matters demand your attention, but I would ask that you stay a while longer to see this business through. More cutscene.
My apologies. Our deliberations took longer than expected.
Think nothing of it. The time afforded me the opportunity to go on a rather rousing excursion through Yansha. You have reached a decision then?
We are willing to cooperate with you in combating the Icon threat, and also in the exchange of prisoners. Assuming you accept our conditions, of course. As you know, your sister is in our care. Due to certain complications, however, we are hesitant to release her into your custody.
Complications?
She was inside Doma Castle when it collapsed. Though she survived, she remembers nothing of her past life, not even her name. To clarify, she is in our care not as a prisoner, but as a vulnerable citizen of Doma.
Are you saying you refuse to release her?
Not at all. If her memory returns before the appointed hour.
And if not, what exactly? You will accommodate her here in Doma?
Well, I sincerely doubt she will be of any great strategic value to the Empire. She spends her days daydreaming of Dango.
Dango? How dreadful. Very well. In light of our recent misstep in Sakazuki, it seems only fair that I show you the same understanding you have shown us.
He either hated on Dango, or maybe Dango has a very weird past experience with Yotsuyo. I don't know. Why can't the echo just appear on places we actually want to?
Though I do have one small request.
Good question.
Regardless of Yotsuyu's value to the Empire, she is yet my sister. Before I leave, might you permit me to speak with her in private?
Of course. Perhaps you could even bring her a plate of dango. She would be most pleased. Yugiri will see you to her chambers.
They try to break their way out of its plot convenience.
Who knows? Forgive me, my lord, but has he not been gone over long? Perhaps I should. Calm yourself, Gotetsu. I understand your concern, but we have to wait. He deserves that much. I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting. Thank you for your understanding. Long did I dream of this reunion, but never did I imagine it would be so joyless. Part of me hoped your stories of a condition were just that. But alas, it is as you say. So do you remember anything of this man? Anything at all? No. I am a stranger to her, that much was clear for me from a single look. I leave her in your care. As you wish. Now, if you'll excuse me, my superiors are long overdue for a report. They will be elated to hear of our agreement, of that I have no doubt. As for the exchange itself, once I have obtained the relevant permissions, I will arrange for your people to be relieved of their various duties and sent here to Eorzea. This will take time, of course. Of course, you may rest assured your soldiers will be well cared for until your return. We will also begin taking steps to better counter the threat to the Kojin and their icon. Before you take your leave, there is one other matter. I am informed it was you who took the lead in rescuing 2 young domans from a band of Kojin sellswords. I have not yet had the time to thank you properly. Please, no need to thank me. I only did what anyone would do under the circumstances. Fortunately, I was in good company at the time. The blight to the Red Kojin is of the Empire's making. Were it not for our transgressions, those children would not have needed saving. The people of Doma have suffered enough, my lord, and I promise to all in my power to spare them further pain, may it the hands of the Kojin, or indeed the Empire. I pray the Emperor will see things as you do. There may be yet hope for us all. Until we meet again. Gotetsu, as before, I leave Yotsuyu to you. I invite the rest of you to join me outside. Let's treat Asahi to a proper farewell. Great, I can't wait to hear how bad this is gonna turn out eventually. Something's gonna turn out horrible. The ambassador's airship waits at Castrum Fluminus. Let us be off.
I wish you a safe journey.
This has been a most enjoyable visit. I look forward to our next meeting.
I don't.
Maxima, would you take the others and see that all is ready for our departure? I simply cannot leave without first giving thanks to the Warrior of Light for accompanying me through Yansha. Mark me, savior of the savages. There will be a reckoning.
I'm sorry, what? Well, at least you're revealing your true colors soon. This fast.
Thanks for the spoiler.
Well, you should have been caught up with me.
I had to get chicken. And I had to do a phone call.
You've nowhere left to run, traitor!
Mostly the phone call.
Hmm.
Also, usually I'm drastically ahead of you, so I wouldn't be behind you if I just continued at my pace.
You not. For every Imperial you cut down, 1,000 more will come. Abandon this foolish endeavor and surrender. You may yet serve our righteous cause.
How dare you speak of righteousness? You who forsook kith and kin to serve conquerors! Be glad I grant you this mercy. What in the... Reinforcements? No, just one! Cut him down!
Reinforcement of one person is just too much when that one person is Xenos.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
This one is promising. Who remains to offer us resistance?
A host of rebels led by Lord Cayenne hold the enclave across the river.
Lord Cayenne.
The king of the former king of Dorma, sir. They say he is one of the greatest swordsmen alive.
Is that what they say?
Who was that?
Surely you jest. That was Eorzea Galvus, legatus of the 12th, the Crown Bloody Prince. I heard he was strong, but that was frightening.
That was Lord Xenos. Everything you are, your power, even your face, it vexes me. Go on. Lash out like the beast you are at an emissary and jeopardize the newfound peace between Dorma and the Empire. My lord was destined to lead us unto a glorious new age.
Your light is nothing to his radiance.
Well, I'm the one still alive, so...
I will cherish this moment. Lock it away within my heart. Until the day we meet again.
Well, that was certainly an experience.
You look troubled, my friend. Was it something he said?
Yeah, I think he's a Xenos fanatic, so that's not going to end well.
Of all the memories to witness. I had my doubts about him, but I would never have guessed he was a disciple of Xenos.
I think disciple is a strong word.
My lord.
Calm yourself, Ugidi. I set no store by him or his enlightened brethren. But if by treating with them there is even the faintest hope, we might secure the return of our conscripted brothers and sisters, I must play this game. After the way I risked their lives in the rebellion, I owe them that much.
My lord, you bear no blame for their fate.
If not blame, then responsibility. They were prisoners, and still I chose to fight, knowing they could be executed in retaliation. But now we have a chance to bring them home. If it means bargaining with a monster, so be it.
My lord.
Besides, I think he likes me, which is more than some can say.
It makes no sense. Why would he bother keeping up the pretense for so long, only to drop it right before the very end? Perhaps he no longer thought it was necessary, having secured Doma's cooperation in the prisoner exchange. If he truly is a disciple of Xenos, it is possible emotions simply got the better of him. Remaining calm around the man who slew his lord will have taken its toll. I thought the rumor going around was that Xenos is not dead. It's all confusing. Whatever the explanation, now is not the time for hasty reprisals. We shall proceed as planned. The Red Cogent must be placed under surveillance and the Garlean prisoners made ready for the exchange. But you need not concern yourself with the details. Leave the affairs of Doma to us, and when the hour of exchange draws near, we will call for you. I should certainly hope so. Whatever the Empire's true intent, we will be on hand to play our part, either to defend Doma, or to help usher in a lasting peace. I thought we might use this time to return to Eorzea, but given the volatility of the situation, maybe it would be best if we remain in Kugane. But remaining in Kugane means leaving yourself vulnerable to Tataru's economic lectures. Specifically you, Alphinode. Agreed. Between Yotsuyu's amnesia and Asahi's dubious agenda, I say we have ample reason to remain in the neighborhood. If anything should happen, anything at all, you must send for us at once. Oh, I will. On that you have my word. Charting a path through the sea of troubles promises to be difficult enough. I am not so proud as to attempt the feat alone. Tsukugane then. Tataru and the others must know what transpired here. My, it would seem you're all in quite a predicament. Well, should we receive any urgent missives from Doma, rest assured you'll be first to know of it. Yes, of course. We're discussing ideas to replenish our coffers, but I suppose I can all wait if any urgent news should come through the office. About that, I wish to apologize to Taru. It was reckless of me to make such a purchase without first consulting you. You may be certain, however, that I mean to reimburse the Scions, even if it means drawing upon my personal funds. That's very thoughtful of you, but I'm sure it won't come to that. If Soraban's business proposition is as promising as it sounds, Green should have no difficulty wiping the red from our ledger. Forgive me, Green. It would seem I have unwittingly heaped my financial troubles upon you. I swear I will pay you back. Though I fear I will struggle to cobble together anything of monetary value, knowledge I can gather in abundance. To start, I plan to investigate the divisions forming within the Empire. Mayhaps Riol and his associates have heard something on the subject. Regardless, the more we know about the politics of Garlemald, the better our chances of predicting the Imperial's next move, which might yield you an advantage on the day of the prisoner exchange. Knowing what we do with Asai's apparent resentment towards you, I cannot say what he hopes to gain from it. But if even the faintest chance that a lasting peace could be forged between Doma and the Empire, what choice do we have we but to try? Lord Yen had the right of it. Asai may well be a monster, but we must play his game. For now. All the signs are expensive to handle. Also, Tataru, the warrior light must live in eternal poverty. Ooh, cutscene.
Cutscene prevents us from finishing 4.2.
Yep. Yeah, this is the face of a man who's plotting something. Arranging the prisoner exchange proved easier than I thought. Yes, my lord will be most pleased. Everything is going according to his plan. Ugh. Discount coconut head from Ned's Classified. Man, that's a series I haven't thought about in a while.
Can you truly remember nothing? Nothing at all?
That said, Tsuyu is such a mood. I wanna live her current life.
Friends?
I want all that dango.
Yes. We were good friends, you and I. In fact, I've brought you a gift. I pray that one day soon, as you gaze into that mirror, you will remember the woman staring back at you.
Well, that's not ominous in the slightest.
It's so pretty. Who are you? Who are you?
Meanwhile, in the Imperial capital.
How are you feeling, my lord?
Fine, now leave me.
Oh, come on!
You really expected that to be the end?
We just killed that man!
Yeah, well, they don't want to make new character models.
Ugh.
You know I'm right.
Maybe. So what's our theory here? Clone, not actually dead.
Not actually dead.
Ugh.